that, I did not continue my objection that I had earlier to her being present. Thank you.
Case agents allowed in.
Sir, state your name and spell your last name for the court record, please.
My name is Nicholas Lefleur. My last name is spelled Lefleur.
And how are you currently employed?
The City of Santa Fe Police Department.
And what do you do there?
Police officer.
How long have you been employed at the City of Santa Fe?
2 years.
Can everyone hear Officer Lefleur? Okay. And prior to working for the Santa Fe Police Department, did you work anywhere else?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you work?
The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department.
And how long did you work at the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department?
About 2 years.
And were you on duty on October 21st of 2021?
Yes.
Did you receive a dispatch call?
Yes.
Can you tell us what you received and what you did?
A call came in that there was someone shot at a movie set. Unclear who shot, how many were shot. I happened to be the closest person to the call and arrived on scene first.
So when you arrived on scene, when you say first, were there other law enforcement officers there?
No, not at the time when I got there.
Were there any other first responders present?
There was some fire personnel and what they called the scene medic for the movie set, I guess.
You said a scene medic?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you, let me ask you, when you receive a call for a shooting, what's your primary concern?
Priority life.
And what do you
And
mean
to
when
make
you say priority life?
Make sure whoever needs help gets help and that the threat is stopped.
And when you arrived on the scene, and where was it?
Bonanza Creek movie set, I guess. It's quite a ways off the interstate.
Okay. And what county and state is that in?
Santa Fe County, state of New Mexico.
Okay. So when you arrived there, give us an idea of what you saw. What was going on?
It was a big, old, like cowboy western theme, like city or a town. There's a bunch of people running everywhere, bunch of cars, bunch of people pointing. When I got there, people were pointing towards a church, and I got out. And I attempted to grab my medical bag and went in and saw.
Hang on, I'm gonna stop you there. Approximately how many people were there on scene?
I don't have the direct number, but there was more than 100 people.
Have you ever been called to a shooting where there were 100 people already on scene?
No.
Did that present any specific challenges for you?
Yes.
Explain to us what those challenges were.
Just there's a lot of moving parts. Just got to take it one piece at a time. See who's hurt. Make sure that one, that nobody's continually getting hurt, and then two, the person who's hurt, medical attention is being given to them, and then go from there.
Okay. And when you arrived on scene that day, were you running your body-worn camera?
Yes.
The state moves for the admission of State's Exhibit 4.
No further objections, Your Honor.
Am I?
Are you?
I want to just make sure I'm connected. I'm ready to play it. Permission to publish?
Was you going to recognize it first, or are you satisfied with the foundation?
Yes, Your Honor. We've consented to both lapel videos
All right,
today.
that's fine. Okay. So you may publish, if this is states 1?
4.
States 4.
How do I get the monitors to come on?
Brian's going to do it.
Okay.
You know how to do it? Go ahead, do it.
All right.
Looks like the meds are here at the gate. Tell them that all something else that they can
Hold on, his monitor's not on. Are your monitors on?
This one's not.
We'll turn it on.
It's on, but it's green light.
Green light's on.
Let me go get the adapter.
Well, can he redo it from here while he's looking? Or do you want?
Sure, the monitor won't just come on?
won't just come on.
He's got to get the adapter. Go get the adapter.
Okay. Officer Lefleur, do you want to turn around and just look at the monitor on the wall behind you?
It doesn't matter, man.
Okay, let's do that.
You got your atomic kit? Yeah, I'm trying to get it out. Stupid new truck. Are we inside with the BBMs?
Officer Lefleur, tell us what's going on in the video right now.
I'm looking for my other medic bag. I handed the individual a trauma pack for shooting, and I'm attempting to open one of the storage boxes in the back of the truck.
Who was the individual that you handed something to?
I believe it was a fire personnel that I followed in, a volunteer firefighter maybe.
And I thought I heard the word, is it BVM?
It's for CPR. It's a bag valve mask.
Bag valve mask.
BVM.
Okay, thank you.
We need where you at? A seal. You have a seal? A seal? A seal. I got a sterile glove and a packing gloves. Okay. Right here. Are you over there? Over there? Yep. Yeah. My hand is on it. Talking? Where's that? Shoulder, your right shoulder. Stop. Oh, we're going to get you up in the she shot her? She came in here and went across her chest. And came out the back and went into the... You want air flight? Yeah, we got one in route. Okay.
And what are you talking about there when you say air flight?
Helicopter that's designed to transport people that need advanced treatment faster than an ambulance. It's a helicopter that air paramedics basically.
Did you call for the helicopter, or did someone else do that? Do you know?
That individual said that they had already called one, but I called one for one as well.
You called also?
Yes, ma'am.
And why did you feel that it was necessary to have a helicopter arrive?
Someone who was shot across the chest. We're quite a ways out for an ambulance in reference to where the hospital is. So.
And when you say you were quite a ways out, how far away is Bonanza Creek?
From a hospital?
Sure.
Running lights and sirens, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or more.
Okay.
32 Santa Fe. One female shot in the chest, male shot in the stomach. Request an air flight. Request an air flight.
I heard you there say male shot in the stomach. Is that what you said?
I'm not sure. I didn't really hear it.
Well, as you sit here today, do you recall where the other person was shot?
Somewhere in the chest
Okay,
or shoulder area.
thank you.
I looked over it and seen that they were getting the oxygen tank out. Noticed that they were using on a bag valve mask, which was more appropriate for that situation than the one that goes around their face. I'm just helping them, doing as much as I can to help.
So give us a little bit more information. What causes you to believe that the bag valve mask is more appropriate than the one that goes around your face? And when you say the one that goes around your face, what do you mean?
If the oxygen were to run out or they had to use manual breaths, they could use the bag. The other one is just something that's over their face.
Okay. And what made you think that the bag valve mask was more appropriate?
Nothing really. I just believe it's more. I don't know.
Officer Lefleur, are you trained in life-saving measures?
To an extent, yes.
Okay. Was it anything about your training that caused you to think that that would be more appropriate?
It's just what we've been trained with versus the one that was already on her.
Okay.
Just trying to stay busy, help clear the way for the stretcher. The ambulance is here.
Thank you.
Here's priority number one. Okay.
Let's start clearing it, all this stuff out of there. Get everything in here and get it out.
All right, yeah, we got air flight en route.
Not only here, we can get it from the elevator. Halyna?
Halyna? This is Halyna Hutchins. What's that? On this side, Bobby.
Okay, we're gonna move.
Okay. So, I got the air. Thank you. On the slide, get all that out. I'm not behind you guys. All right, see if we can look at you. So we're gonna need to get her going right away.
Officer Lefleur, have additional first responders now arrived?
Yes.
Can you give us an idea of who's on set assisting now?
So it looks like more paramedics have arrived, and Lieutenant Benavides is right there.
Okay. And do you mean this gentleman here?
Yes,
That
ma'am.
my cursor's on? And who was Lieutenant Benavides?
He was our day shift lieutenant at the time.
Was he a supervisor?
Yes, ma'am.
We got it through and through on her. We went through and through on her, through the chest, and then you got one in the arm over there.
Everybody stops what they're doing right now. This is a crime scene. Okay, everybody stop.
Whose voice is that we're hearing?
Lieutenant Benavides.
Okay, roll it back. Roll over to the other side. One, two, three. All right, underneath, pull. Really good. All right, let's go up and down. Let's go down there. All right, let's go good carry here, okay? You keep your eyes on me, keep looking at me.
And who are you speaking to?
Santa Fe Dispatch.
Do you recall how they responded?
It's been a minute since I watched this video, so.
All right.
Oh, we got the bird right here.
Is the helicopter now arriving?
Yes, ma'am. Appears I'm grabbing crime scene tape.
Why are you grabbing crime scene tape?
To start the crime scene. I don't know if anybody had told me to grab the tape yet, but I knew we needed to start one. So.
You felt that you needed to put up crime scene tape.
Yes, ma'am. Or somebody may have asked for it.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Or somebody may have asked me for it. I'm just not too sure.
Okay. And what's crime scene tape used for?
To mark the perimeter or the inner perimeter of essentially a crime scene which they want to tape off and only allow certain people in and out.
Okay. And was that an issue in this scene?
The crime scene?
Well, cordoning off the crime scene, was that an issue here?
Yeah, it was a unique situation because of the you can't really tie crime scene tape to nothing. So I think in one point they actually used our patrol units as to tie the tape around and go to the next one.
And why is it important to cordon that off?
Just for evidence purposes, and allow only certain people in and out, because at this point we didn't know what was going on. So.
And were there people in that area that were not first responders?
Yes.
Approximately how many, if you recall?
I don't know. I couldn't give you a number really. There was just a lot of people on the outside that I hadn't seen originally inside the church. So.
Okay, and did you know who those people were?
No.
Okay. Person here in the gray shirt?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that a first responder?
No.
So when the crime scene tape goes up, what happens to that person?
I can't recall.
Well,
I haven't watched the video yet.
Hypothetically, is that person allowed to stay inside the crime scene?
No.
Okay. Who are the people that are allowed to stay inside the tape?
Medical and for first responders.
Okay.
What do you need, Chief?
I'm radioing for my command for somebody.
Tell you guys, this was in the middle of a shot, and I have live ordnance on the ceiling up there. It's safe.
Okay.
But it is here, right above here.
Okay.
Right there, that's...
Okay.
And if you get to the point where you say you want me to move,
all right.
all my guys are...
Okay.
Where's the bird?
It's right here. Okay.
What are you doing now?
I talked with the paramedics inside the ambulance, and they asked me where the helicopter was. I told them it was landing, and he asked them to bring the paramedics to them.
So you're bringing the paramedic from the helicopter to the ambulance?
Yes.
All right.
You got approximately 23-year-old female in the back of the ambulance right now. Gunshot underneath the right arm. Went through all the way to the back left. Can you carry this back for you, sir? I got it. You got it? one's priority?
Guys, just get a couple IDs. I don't care whether they're IOs or not.
Here, grab the IO stuff.
Can you open your eyes for me?
Yep.
Hey, I'll have to work on the IO. I'm not coming around. That's it.
Here, if I could just have you guys just step over there for us, okay? Can I have you guys get over there for us? We're going to have to gather everybody up, get everybody's names, everybody who's on scene, okay?
What are you doing now?
Just trying to think what's next. I think I'm putting one of the pilot's headgear inside the ambulance on the other side of the door.
Why are you telling those people to move?
Just to start to gather people up because they're just standing around the church where the said incident happened.
Why didn't you do that when you initially got there?
Just went in and made sure that medical that people were receiving medical treatment, and then slowly go with the flow, see what it can do next.
Are you trained to take action to save lives before moving witnesses around?
Yes, ma'am.
How's it going, sir? I believe you guys will be taking this one.
In the bird then? Did she go in the bird?
No, not yet. They're in IVs, getting IO, and then they're going to take in the bird.
They're coming out, watch us out.
They're moving it from this one?
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to just keep it here. So, he was...
phone?
Officer Lefleur, this woman who's speaking right now, she's not a police officer, right?
No.
Was she employed with the fire department?
No, she was their set medic, I'm guessing.
When you say set medic, do you mean she's the medic on the movie set?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he was wearing it. Well, where's his phone at?
I don't know.
Do you have any idea why movie sets would have medical personnel on scene?
It's probably for safety reasons. Someone closer than the paramedics or fire department.
For safety reasons?
Yeah.
Phone.
Anybody have Joel's phone?
All right, gentlemen.
How can we help you?
I just need your IDs, and then have you guys step outside and wait for the investigators to get here. Okay? Okay, cool.
Any idea who these guys are?
Just more people involved with the movie set.
Movie set employees?
Yeah.
Is that your impression?
Yes, ma'am.
And who's the props guy? Who's in charge of props?
She has green and purple hair. You can't miss her.
Okay.
I was here when it happened.
You were here when it happened?
Yes, sir.
Who else was here when it happened?
My dad, the camera operator. It's in his front pocket.
How many people you think were in here when it happened? 3, maybe 4. 4?
Maybe.
Okay. So 2 more other than you two?
Reed, as soon as I see him, he was
Reed?
the camera operator. Reed, yes, sir.
Okay, who else?
Reed Russell was here. Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin was the actor on set that pulled the trigger.
Alec Baldwin?
Yes, sir.
Where's he at?
We got one.
Yeah, you'll help me find him?
Yes, sir. Alec Baldwin's right there on the cell phone with the cowboy hat.
Okay. How's it going, sir? So my understanding, you were in the room when someone was shot?
holding the gun, yeah.
Okay, alrighty.
What do you need?
Well, I know your name, so it's
Pursuant to the stipulation, I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead.
Very good.
I want to make sure this is the right part. Okay.
Let me get with my lieutenant and see where we want you to hang out, okay?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever.
Yes, sir. All right, give me just a second. LT. So I got.
So apparently I was not given the appropriate redaction. You want me to jump ahead 5 seconds now? What? I need to know what to do, or I just press 5. What do I do?
Do you want to pull the trigger? Do you want me to have him sit tight or?
Yeah, you're gonna have to sit tight.
Sit tight in the
I have
unit?
the armor in here. This is all their stuff. I have the gun used is in there.
And I got the 2 people that were in the room.
Okay.
You want me to have Alec Baldwin take a seat in the back of my unit or?
No, we know where he's at. We know who he is.
Yeah.
We just need to stay. Is he in a trailer?
No, he's right there in the gray and black.
Okay. All right. So try to keep him away from everybody.
Okay.
Have him talk to anybody.
Okay. I can just have him sit. I can sit with him in my unit.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Officer Lefleur, at this point in time, what's your intention?
I was going to go back to where Mr. Baldwin was and then escort him to my unit. When I got there, I realized my unit is over here being used as a post for the crime scene.
So what did you do when you realized that?
Just had him sit where he was and had everybody just hang out there. Started writing down people's names.
Okay.
Earplugs, everything.
All right.
What are these people doing?
Seems like they're talking about what happened.
Now, as a law enforcement officer, is that something that concerns you?
Yes.
And why? Why does that concern you?
They could be, one person could be telling them what they saw and mess up what they have to say what they saw. So it could essentially coerce testimony, I guess. People would say the same thing because the other person said it, rather than saying their own opinion or own view of what they saw.
Okay.
Mr. Baldwin, who's the director on scene?
The guy that was shot.
The guy that was shot? Okay.
Where is he now?
I think he's in the ambulance.
Do you guys have a production car? Or?
There's an AD. Name is Dave. I'm waiting for you right now. I'm happy to stay right here and do everything that he's
Well, my lieutenant just wants you to stay away from everybody and not to talk to nobody. So I was
wait right here.
We can wait right here and have everybody step back, or we can wait in the back on patrol unit, but I prefer to not put you there, okay?
Alex, you want something? You want water or something now? I want to find props and get a cigarette.
So, why did you let Mr. Baldwin sit there instead of putting him in some vehicle and separating him from the other witnesses?
Like I said, my unit was clear across being used as a post, and just because I didn't know what we had right there, came to maintain cooperation with people involved.
Well, it sounds like you gave him an option. You let him choose, is that right?
Yeah, he wanted to stay right there, and I figured if I could keep him there, I didn't see a big problem with it until later on when people were talking and whatnot.
And did you give Mr. Baldwin instructions about whether or not he could speak to people?
I did tell him to stop talking.
And did you give instructions to the other witnesses that were around?
I didn't tell them, but I told them that he had to sit there and not talk to nobody.
Okay.
I got it. What do you got? You got medium? Marble medium? We'll take it.
Sure you don't want us to go up?
Hands are shaking. Try cutting.
Yes, sir.
Right, I'm right there. The silver car is Alec's vehicle. You want to put him in there?
Mr. Baldwin, is that your car?
Yeah.
We can wait in there.
Yeah, they arose.
You want me to stay here?
We can wait in your car if you want to.
I can't smoke in the car.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can wait. Hang out right here then.
Is Joe gone? Are they both gone?
Well, they're still working on the female. If you haven't seen the helicopter take off, then they're not gone yet.
If you know Officer Lefleur, why hadn't the helicopter taken off yet?
I don't know exactly why, but my guess is they have to stabilize the patient before they can put him in the air.
In the air, okay. Why are you just standing there?
Just standing with Mr. Baldwin, allowing him to smoke a cigarette, making sure.
And why is it important for you to be standing there?
Essentially, he's detained, not free to leave, so I'm there with him.
3710 interrupts pedestrian. Myself there, 65, 75,
He took his radio off. That's our first AD.
That one right there?
Talking to. Guy with the white hair. In front of that sheriff's car with the gray hair kind of in the
Okay.
shirt.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave. Hey, I got an officer over here by now. Electric truck. Straight.
Why do you have these two gentlemen standing over there that we can see? What is there something important about them?
The guy in the gray I had him stand over there because he was inside the room when I first got at the church, and the other guy in the brown apparently was in the church too. So I just wanted everybody who was in the church in one area so we could easily be found.
So you wanted everyone that was in the church in one area.
Yes, ma'am.
And are we looking at that area?
To the left of Baldwin is where majority of everybody was, yes.
Okay. And those were the witnesses that were in the church?
From what I was told, yes.
Okay.
So, Mr. Baldwin, how many people were in the room when it happened?
It's a crew.
It's a crew?
A dozen people, but a lot of it was outside. Inside that building, it's small. He'll tell you.
Okay.
He's the one that knows what was on staff. He's asking how many people were in the room at the time.
How's it going, sir? Deputy Lefleur. How many people were in the room at the time? Six? Seven.
Officer Lefleur, who's this gentleman who's speaking now in the blue jean shirt?
From what I was told, he was one of the other directors.
6 or 7? I need a definite answer.
I don't know.
Okay. So I got 1 here, the 2 that were injured, that makes 3, and then these 2 gentlemen, 4, 5. So who would be the other 2?
Yeah, he's got Ross. More than 6?
Supervisor, I keep track of the narrative and how many square. I can tell you who's in the room.
Okay.
Were you in the room?
I was at the door.
You were at the door? Can I get your ID?
Do you know whether or not the person in the jean shirt was inside the church and witnessed the incident?
I do not know.
Okay, why don't you come on over to the back of Three two to 2-4. I have 380s for concussion.
Just really just yelling at everybody and screaming at the police. Go back to Georgia.
Well, he was inside when the sun was.
Does it appear to you that Mr. Baldwin is speaking to the other witnesses?
I think he was talking about who would know who's in the room.
Okay.
I can't really hear it. And then apparently the guy's son was working there as well.
Okay. Is this an ideal way to separate someone from witnesses?
After looking at it, probably not, but that's what happened.
Okay. Understood.
You're right at the door? Do you have an ID on you, sir? As of right now, her status is questionable. That's why we called the air light. Where were you at, sir?
I was right behind him.
Right behind him? Okay.
Yeah, I was right behind him right when it happened.
All right. So just have you guys hang out for me right here. We'll get someone to get your statement in just a second, okay?
And then they cleared the gun outside after his request, and I witnessed them clear it and saw the bullets.
Okay. So
the one that was missing, the one that was fired, we don't know, but all the other ones were proper. They had loads.
Officer Lefleur, does it seem to you right now that they're talking about the incident?
It seems like they're talking about the gun that was used in the incident.
All right.
They were load blanks. They had loads.
They didn't know. They were just supposed to do their shake test before they put the gun in the load.
Officer, do you know what this conversation is about that we're watching right here?
Something about a shake test. I don't know. Maybe the rounds, dummy rounds, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not too entirely sure.
Do you agree with me that, well, was Mr. Baldwin supposed to be talking about the incident?
No, ma'am.
Does he appear to be doing it anyway?
Yes, ma'am.
After the scene, when we're rehearsing, you give me the empty gun. And we don't use it being low. It's hot until we're ready to shoot. So we put the earplugs in. You all right? I'm not all right. I'm worried about her. Yeah, well, me as well, but what's your situation? She's stable now, I think. Get her in there, back, hit her in the shoulder. Hit her with both of them kicking on the shoulder.
Hers came out the other shoulder, which is what I stopped out. The shoulder blade stopped it. So shattered. There's basically a rotting to blank, but because I think it was based on the sound and how much ringing I had, I think it was a half.
Officer, are they still talking about the incident?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a reason that you didn't stop them since you told them not to?
I think as time goes on, I tell them to stop.
A bit of water. And that's it.
Okay.
The barrels. So who knows what else is in the room? My other hand.
You were in the room?
The effects crew.
Okay. Get your ID, sir.
That's what I said. I think there was more than 6 or 7 guys. I think it was about 8.
You see this gentleman over here on the left?
Yes, ma'am.
Any reason to believe he was inside the room at the time?
I'm not sure at this point.
Okay.
Were you in the room too, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Where did it hit him? He went like this.
He took it to the right shoulder. His right shoulder blade stopped it, but they're hearing stuff in his head.